I blame Miles Morales for doing irreparable damage because they were like, you know what? We're gonna give you one more. We're gonna give you one more hairstyle. The Miles Morales cut.
Welcome to our final episode of The Scratch, Wildcat Post Podcast. We're your hosts, Matthew Gilliard
and Destyni Love.
And today, we're introducing the new guests of the next season. Come on in, guys.
Come on, baby.
Hi, my name is Daniah Jackson.
Hi, my name is Braylon Coward.
These little goobers, these babies right here, are our new hosts because me and Matthew, me and my amazing co-host, are going to be leaving this year.
So they get to take over.
They're going to be our new hosts. They're very fun, very silly. You're going to love them. Now let's get on with today's topic, which they very nicely picked. Go ahead. My goodness.
Okay.
So, black people. Oh. Okay, pause.
Black people.
Sorry. Okay.
Representation in cartoons. They've been making cartoons for a long time, but like most things, a lot of them were the same, just to sell to the masses, right? You know,
The white people.
white people.
Yeah.
But recently, they've been branching out and getting more specific with topics about other races than black people, or diving into deeper topics about emotion and stuff like that.
Getting very technical to teach the kids more things. Like how to regulate their emotions and how to be mindful, and sharing is caring instead of...
And all that extra stuff.
All that extra stuff that children need to know, I guess, to be good human beings. One of the cartoons that we will be talking about today is a very famous one that the audience might know, Steven Universe. Braylon.
Okay. So just to start, Steven Universe, if you don't know what that is at all, guys, that's
10 out of 10 show.
10
Listen,
out of 10 show.
it aired on Cartoon Network around like 2014,
2014, yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been 10 years.
Steven Universe was my favorite show. I know I started a little late, but waiting the 2 years for every episode to come out because they kept taking their time.
Rebecca Sugar. Hurry up, girl.
But they kind of just normalized emotions in every episode. I didn't think that was odd compared to everything else. They just made it seem like it was regular.
It was very normal. The characters and their relationships were more complex than we could realize at the time of us watching the cartoon. You know, the very difficult relationships with Connie and her family and her mom. Stephen and his relationship with his
Father? Both of them? There's a name
Both?
they use.
Oh, yeah.
Both?
Him and himself, you know?
Him and himself. That's why it said mother. Pink Diamond.
The Rock.
The Rock. Yeah.
Inside his tum-tum.
Yeah.
That decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fake my death, and then I'm going to conjure up a child, and then I'm going to ruin his life without me being there.
Is it
But this isn't about them.
too late for spoilers?
Is it too late for spoilers? The show and the movie have been out for...
And
Go
then
ahead.
the show, or the one season after the movie,
Yeah.
too, so...
It's been out. It's been some years. You had time.
Did
They
you guys
had
like
time.
Steven Universe Future?
I never watched it.
Same, but
By
I'm
the
getting
time...
there.
Yeah.
Honestly,
By the time
There-
Steven Universe Future came out, I was too young. I was too old. I mean...
Age down.
No.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It was not good. Listen. I know I was just talking about Steven Universe and emotions and all that, but Future did too much. Because every episode was, guys, Steven's depressed.
I mean... Go ahead.
And
Go
it
ahead,
got
Braylon.
tiring.
pointing it out, yeah, he was kind of...
He was kind of sad.
Especially at the, final episode,
Especially,
all that
yeah,
happened. I was like, oh.
I'm like,
Oh.
I was waiting to see the
Okay.
diamonds fuse, and they didn't do that. They just kept talking about Steven and his problems.
Yeah.
You've been the rest of the show. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it makes sense because Steven is older, and like I said, when we were younger, he was slightly older. His voice got deeper and he got taller.
you know.
That's what they do. They don't age up kids in cartoons. They don't. But like when you think back on Steven Universe and the many seasons and like everything that like, I don't even know how old he could have been. Maybe 10?
14.
14?
He started 14. He just that was like a running joke kind of thing.
Oh, that he looked really young.
Yeah, they had episodes about that. But and then the future came out like, oh my god, Steven has a neck.
Ew.
He hasn't had a neck before. Wow.
Oh my goodness, he has a neck. He has a deep voice, but he sounds the same.
He has a neck in the movie, right?
I think so. Yeah. That's when they like.
It's like how it's like Finn. You know, his voice changing, but he looks the exact same. Lost an arm. That's still Finn. Like you can hear his voice, but when you think back to like how much he went through as like a 14-year-old and how those gems kind of trauma dumped and
just a little bit
threw a whole bunch of trauma at him.
Hey guys, we're aliens.
Hey, we're aliens. And also your mother, we were in love with her. Pearl.
Most definitely her.
Pearl.
Ooh, the thousands of years of
1,000 years. Ooh. Oh my god, the wars and all the...
And the way she tried to pass that on the cop.
Oh! We won't even get into that. But it's like, it's understandable. You know, Steven went through a lot and he's finally coping with it poorly in Future. I'm assuming, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't watch it. I don't...
That was the part of Future that I did like the building up to it, like him finally... Because, well, I'm going to start getting into the show.
Do it.
Okay.
Because he never had like a regular childhood. He was never around human kids at all. But then he finally, in the show, in Future, he finally
makes friends.
Basically, yeah. And actually goes to a doctor.
He went to a therapist.
I remember that.
So like he gets a light
that.
finally outside of them.
Outside of the crystal gems and the
like
alien
and
women. They're all women.
Of course.
All the gems are women. I just thought about that. All the gems are women.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to representation. That's what we're talking. I mean that's still, but we're talking about black people right now. But that is still good, very good representation. Very unspoken black characters in Steven Universe. Garnet and Amethyst. Don't care what anybody says. Garnet is very obviously black. She's voiced by Estelle. Amethyst is black just by default because...
Besides Pearl, which gems are white?
Pearl.
Besides the Pearl.
Besides Peridot. I've seen a lot of people say she's like, I don't know, like Mexican. Asian.
That's what I was going to say.
I was going to say Hispanic too. A lot of people have said Hispanic. Which
Lapis would be?
White.
Oh, okay.
Lapis is a white woman. That toxic relationship she had with Jasper. Only 2 white lesbians. Can I say that?
Speaking of which, have you guys seen The Owl House?
I have not seen The Owl House.
But I just know that I just
also
know.
Good, very, very good representation. I don't know if that girl is black or if she's very tan.
I think she's Hispanic.
Yeah, her mom is Mexican.
I don't know. I never seen the show. I don't know what
I never watched the show, but I believe she is Hispanic.
I swear, like every month, Disney's like, guys, first gay character.
First gay character. First gay character. Another gay character.
Oh my god.
What do you want to say?
I was going to say Willow from Zombies 2.
Who has seen Zombies? And this is why we had the Disney rating thing, because y'all are over here saying, wow, this unknown movie about zombies and aliens is so good. Girl, we all saw that coming. I didn't even watch the movie.
She's a werewolf.
I'm the alpha, I'm the leader. The only black representation we get in a show about zombies and alien racism, and we get a werewolf black girl.
Right.
Is that what you give us? Is that what they give us? Disney? Oh, what's another show that does that? Movie. Zootopia. Zootopia is about animal racism. Animal racism. You didn't know that?
You didn't know that?
Watch Zootopia. I want everybody
that's like the whole point.
That's the whole premise.
You're a predator.
They're trying to go back to the jungle, predator. I am from the savannah. You know? That. You didn't know that?
See, it's been a while since
this is why... No, this is why representation matters.
Zootopia was something that was very much in my youth. The only thing I remember is that bad lamb. That
evil little lamb woman. She was a wolf and she was clothing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That's the whole premise.
Good. That's the only thing I remember. I don't.
You know what?
I don't remember them tussling about predator prey.
Well, that was the whole thing.
Yeah.
She was feeding them like poison berries, and I was making them go back to their roots.
Yep. Like Mr. Mr. Otterton. He black people. The only black representation was 2 otters.
In the animal movie.
In the animal movie about animals and racism, that's what we got. We got otters, black otters. That's it. But like the whole point was animals are divided with, you know, prey and predators. That's also why Miss Judy Hopps wanted to be a cop so bad, because she's prey, and they're like, girl, a rabbit can't be a police officer.
And I'm gonna be honest with you.
Stop.
I think the other police officers were just dumb.
I think they were stupid.
Because if you think about it, there's no reason that it would have worked. Right? Like, she was smart, and it was just kind of big and, I don't know how to do nothing. I don't know how to help you.
Like, they were... Why do you have them sounding like that?
I don't know how to
do it. I can't help you. You too little. And she persevered. She persevered. But that's why we need movies like Zootopia, so people like Daniah can actually think critically about the things that they're watching. No, I'm kidding, girl. But it's a good movie about racism. But it's kind of sad that we had to use animals and the animal kingdom as an analogy for racism.
You gotta think it's for the babies.
It's for the babies.
We gotta sugarcoat it to some extent. That's a lot to take on.
Yeah, that's
true.
also another very like good, like perplexing, like kind of issue. It's like, how do we introduce
complex topics
like racism and stuff like that to children? And because kids aren't stupid.
Right.
They are not stupid. They are the kindest little creatures on earth.
Right.
They're
naive, maybe.
They're naive, but
sometimes they bite.
Sometimes they bite, they cry, they poop, you know. But at the end of the day, they're very compassionate, and because they're babies and they don't understand hate. And it's like, how do you kind of explain that in a way where it's like, okay, so some people are not really liked by certain groups of people, and it's not good because it causes a divide because we're all the same or whatever. I don't know, but I think Zootopia did a good job with kind of introducing that. Another cartoon that I think introduces it well, I think Braylon, you brought it up.
Oh yeah, Craig of the Creek.
Craig of the Creek.
Yes.
I
love Craig of the Creek.
I did not see Craig of the Creek.
Now, yeah, I was about to say that's one of the shows that I
did
did not grow up with. That is way past me.
I wanted to though.
Yeah,
people are like, it's so good.
It's so
and I'm
good.
Like, well,
Craig of the Creek, Clarence.
HBO Max. Is it still called that?
Clarence?
Is it just Max?
It's Max, but I'm not calling it that. That's like calling Twitter X.
Yeah,
absolutely not. It's Twitter. Yep. It's HBO Max, but it's on there. And I've passed it a couple times. I've thought about it. And I'm like, I should watch it because I've seen how good like people talk about it. I've seen clips of it, and it looks so heartwarming and sweet. Yes, and it's about a little black boy.
Yes. See, they did not used to make cartoons this good. No. Like this deep, like not even just the plot or the story.
They didn't make cartoons
even
for
the
adults
animation
and older people.
Have you seen any of like the older, like on what is the kids Disney Channel called?
Oh, Disney Junior.
Disney Junior. Bro, them shows are ugly looking. they were the most simplistic, undetailed, worst looking animation ever. Like
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Yeah,
I'm looking back.
They was making that in like 2015, and it looked just as bad as Jimmy Neutron did in 2000. That's not okay. No budget. Go ahead.
I thought you were gonna go a different route.
No.
And like that baby Ariel, how she's black now. And like that's why I thought
we're talking about the older like Disney Junior stuff, like the stuff that we kind of all grew up with. Maybe
like they made a big fuss over Ariel being black.
Huge
it's like
fuss.
It's a mermaid,
and they're like, I can't relate to her anymore.
Like, what do you want? No one cared when they made Cinderella black. They're just like,
well, actually, yes, they did.
They did.
They cared a lot when Brandy.
Not as much as they care about Ariel.
No, because people understood it more. I mean, when they were coming because Brandy's Cinderella came out in the 90s, right?
But Brandy's Cinderella was like, they did the musical version, while like the new Little Mermaid, it's like, this is replacing the old one, and people didn't like that. And they're like,
I can't relate to her anymore. I can't relate to this redhead mermaid that lives in Atlantis.
Now, how many of y'all actually watched the new Little Mermaid?
I did.
I did not. No, I was at home.
I wanted to.
I did not, but I will still defend that movie and Haley with my life because forget y'all. If you're not gonna watch it purely for the fact that she is a black mermaid, who cares? Don't.
Because I thought we were hating on all Disney live action movies.
Yes, right. That's what I thought the hate was coming from, and then it went straight to mermaids can't be black because they live under. This is a different conversation now. Now y'all are getting a little bit too weird.
That's not possible. It can't be. The magic fish? No.
The mermaids can't be. Mermaids can't be black.
No way.
Girls can't like girls. Girls can't like girls. Girls can't like girls. That's what it's giving.
You know what?
I can't.
My Little Pony. They did a lot of what? They did
yes,
a lot of the
this is a cartoon
that's kind of old. That's been around since like 2011.
Oh no, My Little Pony.
The new Friendship is Magic.
Okay,
I've never seen the old one.
Generation 4, yes.
Girl, how deep is?
There's like
Gen 4?
There's 5 generations now. No one cares about Gen 5. Don't even argue if you do.
That one on Netflix.
Yeah, that bad one on
Netflix.
The 3D animated one that looks crappy.
Okay,
but My Little Pony, that's a cartoon that I grew up with, and I loved it. But the whole premise of every episode was friendship. That's why they're called the elements of friendship, of harmony. Yes, the elements of harmony.
Okay.
Nope, that's High School Musical.
I know, but that's the thing. Friendship is
My
magic.
Little Pony. Copyright. Let me not. A very good cartoon, also about representation. But gay people? Do they? Is it? Okay, it's very in Equestria Girls.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's very implied.
Of course.
But it's not. It ain't subtle. I'll tell you that right now. Especially in like the actual like My Little Pony show. After the show ended, the creators came out and said, "Oh, these two characters are married, Applejack and Rainbow Dash."
They always do that.
They always do that. They always
that
wait
story after we finish.
After we finish it, and after people have always speculated, like, could they be gay? Maybe.
When the budget is over.
When the budget is over and we made our money, Hasbro said, "You know what? We're done. It's okay."
It's owned by Hasbro?
Yeah.
That's so specific.
Yeah, My Little Pony's always been owned by Hasbro. That is their show. That the toys all made by them.
Bro. They just be making cartoons to sell them toys.
Yes, that's all they do.
Transformers fans. Do not. They made that so. Just Power Rangers is a great example.
Oh,
why do you think every season has a new name so they can get a new brand?
Mighty Morphin
so
Power
kids
Rangers,
can buy some more.
Power Rangers and the Wizards. I don't know. My little brother knows more about it. Yes, there's one. Yes, there is one where they use magic.
What happened to ninjas?
You know what I'm talking about? They're still Power Rangers.
Blue Power Ranger had like water powers.
They're still Power Rangers.
They're still Power Rangers. They just have magic. There's Power Rangers where they're ninjas.
I like the dinosaurs.
There's the dinosaurs.
They where they were trains.
When they.
This is real.
I think you made that up.
I did not. I'm gonna Google it. I'm almost positive
What's
that
it called? Like
Mighty
Chugga?
Chugga Chugga Choo Choo, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
I can imagine the commercial right
now. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
It's called Power Rangers Rail Riders, and all of them have little matching trains.
Oh my god.
It came out in 2014.
2014?
I would have begged my mom to get me that.
That's sick. That is sick and twisted. I was 7 years old.
Train bed set.
I was 7. Can I please have a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers train set, please? Can I get that? Sounds horrible. They stole Thomas the Train and
Thomas the Train sucked.
I never watched
Get
that
out!
train. I'm not
Get out of here!
I like Thomas.
That's like saying Cars sucks. That's like saying Tow Mater is the worst. Like
I didn't watch
Mater.
Oh, from Cars?
Yeah. Oh my. Y'all.
And I got that accent built in.
Yes, Mater.
It's okay.
Did not have a childhood because Mater, Cars, peak Disney movie. Do they have any representation in that?
Cars is Pixar.
It was
Pixar and Disney are the same
same
thing.
thing.
Now
They
Pixar
weren't when
objectively makes better movies. You want to know something? I think Disney started trying to be like very like diverse after Pixar decided, like their sister little company decided, because Pixar has always made shorts and like stuff about just different everything. Asian people.
I like that
Bao.
One. Where the
little dumpling.
The dumpling comes to life.
Yeah, Bao. The one with the gay couple.
Ew.
Matthew, you can't say. Oh. We're gonna cut this out. We're cutting this out. Silence. Okay, sit in silence and then emote. Matthew. Oh my God. Okay, no, we're gonna stop. Okay. The one about gay people and the two couples, they're moving in with each other, very sweet. They've came out with a cartoon recently called, it's this cartoon about baseball. Oh. All or Nothing?
Yes.
Oh, isn't that a show?
Yeah, it's a show.
Yes, I love
Win or
that
Lose.
show.
I said All or Nothing. Win or Lose.
Okay.
I have not seen it, but I've seen clips and it's so good.
Yes.
I saw a clip of a dad like in the car with their, I think their trans kid. I think maybe because somebody said that the child was trans, like in the bag, and the dad was singing like, "Come on now, yeah!" Very, very accurate representation.
There was this one scene where like the kid gets in trouble because she goes to a high school party. And then her mom comes, the mom goes to the party looking for the kid, and the kid's nowhere to be found. And so she's talking to like the teenagers that are around.
Oh,
and
yes, I saw
she's
that.
like, they're like, "How old are you?" Asking all these questions, and she's like, "Some 35. My birthday was today." And these kids would, "Oh my God, happy birthday!"
Teenagers.
Yeah, but I like that because they were like showing like what actual teenagers would do. Because I have a hard time believing that. Like a large group of teenagers are just gonna
oldie. I hate cartoons that misrepresent us. Yes. We are not all evil, nasty, disgusting children. We are socially awkward and we're very sweet and we will respect you. We'll be overly nice in a restaurant setting. We'll say yes, ma'am, to like a girl who's probably 19 years old, who's not even that much older than we are, and we'll be like, "Oh, thank you, respect." Yeah. And there are like the few of us that are like. A hot mess. Don't tip. They act a fool. They eat and leave. They try to dine and dash. And they're a nuisance. And that's why a lot of servers are like, ugh. But
I feel like some of these new restaurants be trusting us a lot, having them little card machines at the table.
Oh, man. We don't know how to. Now, I can say that I do know how they work because I worked in a restaurant. But everybody else does not have that luxury of getting a job and being employed in a horrible place that pays you nothing, especially a restaurant. So they don't know. Tell us how to do it, please. I don't know what I'm supposed. How do I split the bill? Our bill is not $150. We all got separate checks. Our food accumulatively does come up to like $100, but I know my meal was $20. You can't lie to me. You can't sit here and tell me I have to spend all this money. But I like when shows and cartoons actually kind of like show teenagers for what they are, like teenagers
and not.
They take the like time and effort to actually like. I don't want to say do the research on us, but like you maybe open your eyes, look around,
go on the internet.
Don't y'all have kids?
Don't y'all have children? Some of them don't. Some of them have not been in high school in years. But I think also a very, very good representation of teenagers is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem.
Yes,
I saw that movie in theaters. It was so good. It was so funny. They obviously, like, we know they got actual teenagers because for years, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have been 25-year-old men behind the mic. Grown men. And with this recording of it, it was so good. They acted like actual teenagers. The dialogue, they talked to each other like actual. I think most of the recording was just like sometimes it was like some of their like actual conversations.
Because they let them do their thing a lot of the time. Yeah. It was shown. It was so cute.
It was so cute and I loved it. And I wish they did that more, solely because like I feel like it would make adults see us better. Make just people in general see us in a better light because we're just kids. I mean, that's all.
What do you guys think about cartoons, like, not just cartoons, like TV and movies in general, just having the, like, awkward main character?
I feel like with that, it's a little overdone, but it can be done correctly.
Tangled did it, right?
Yeah.
Tangled? They sprinkled a little bit of awkwardness in there. Tangled?
Rapunzel?
Oh, Rapunzel.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
No, I don't call it Tangled when I'm just talking about it either.
Is that not what the movie
I'm just saying Rapunzel.
I didn't watch it.
So
Well,
why
then
would
how
you?
you know?
Then why would you?
Listen,
She's not awkward.
listen.
She was
She is.
trapped in it. Oh, she was
So she
awkward.
is
She's
awkward.
awkward.
No,
She
it
is,
was,
but
like,
and that was done
quirky.
correctly.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. It's like quirky main
Quirky main character, yes.
And
Yes.
she was just a little, but then it's like they put it up to max. Like I don't know what the newest Disney princess movie that they made that was supposed to sell.
Oh my God, Wish.
Wish.
Their anniversary
it's just
movie.
Like, oops, I fell. Oh my
I didn't watch that
gosh.
movie. I've been avoiding
haven't
clips
either.
of that movie. I have been avoiding that movie like it's the yellow fever. I do not want to see it. Don't want to see it. Don't want to experience it.
And that makes sense.
The only thing I like about that movie is one of the songs, and then all the people trying to rewrite the movie.
Yes,
to
I like
how
the
it
rewrites
was.
of the
love it.
songs.
Especially Starboy. Could have been so good.
It could have been so good, and Disney
potential.
fumbled. I feel like that's where they lost the most money.
Probably.
Because like
That stupid movie.
I don't even think it's the fact that they tried to make the character awkward. I think it's just solely because of how they tried to market it as this, because they were like, oh, we hear you, you want 3D animate, you want 2D animation back, so
Yes.
we're gonna give you a mix.
Disney fired
Hybrid.
their whole 2D animation team.
And that's a whole nother conversation, but they fired their entire 2D animation
have to.
team
They
because they had to.
They
Because I would not hold it against them. The budget. They're like, oh, we can't afford it. We can't afford to pay actual animators.
To draw frame by frame,
Like
But,
how they used to.
2D animation is a lot easier than it was when it was just a panel at a time.
Right.
I mean, even 3D animation was super difficult too because they actually put love into it. What's it called? Brave. I remember when they were. I remember watching a video of where they were showing the animation process of her hair
Yes, all
because
the
it was
curls.
curls. They wanted to properly. Same thing with Rapunzel too.
Yeah.
They wanted to properly get that hair like in that
graphics.
movie. Yes, the graphics and the physics of it.
Black
Hair
animation.
and animation.
That's good.
Tiana, our baby girl Tiana, our first and only black, that girl in Wish don't count. Our first and only black princess
Yes.
that we have, who first of all, which I saw this conversation on TikTok a lot, but I never really thought about it. She was only a human for the first 15 minutes of the movie, and then she was a frog up until
For
her marriage.
Most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds
And I
alright.
think that's ridiculous. However, her hair, very lazy. And they were like, do we really want to animate a black person right now? No.
Tied
But
up.
you have it. But like, I think, is her hair, that animation, I think it was an advertisement for the, you know what I'm talking
remember
about.
that.
Where
She
they were
did
like,
that
she was like,
whole-
and then her hair came down.
Yeah.
You know, it was cute, but that wasn't from the actual movie, and it was somebody else doing it. It wasn't advertised by Disney or anything. It was no.
But like, do you know how long that they've been giving black guys just like shave it bald?
Oh my god, video games.
Bald.
The way video games give us the same 3 to 4 hairstyles. You got afro, bald, cornrows, or that Killmonger, or
Yes,
the
you gotta
low
have the-
fade.
or the long saber fade.
Yeah.
And you know what? I blame Miles Morales for doing
I did it.
irreparable damage because they were like, you know what? We're gonna give you one more. We're gonna give you one more hairstyle. The Miles Morales cut.
Listen,
What?
Like him.
Like him. Yep. He's the default. We don't get anything else. We get loose curls. We get straight hair. And that is it.
Pokemon? Dude, have you ever played a Pokemon game?
Have you ever played Don't play Pokemon Unite.
Every skin tone looks the same. and
Every
they're
skin
on
tone.
a hairstyle
It's
choices.
like we have white, we have black white, we have black white tan, we have white tan, we have dark.
The newest Pokemon game. I was playing Pokemon Violet, and I was sitting there like,
Oh my
are
goodness.
y'all being for Animal Crossing?
Animal
As
Crossing?
They used to tell you if you wanted to be black, you had to play the game in the summertime, and you would get darker
And
as
you'd
you
get
tan.
And you wouldn't be no darker than the palm of my hand, baby. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Stop. It's ridiculous. It's like the problem isn't. No, that is the problem. The problem is lack of effort. They don't want to try. I've seen many a discourse on art, Instagram, TikTok, what have you, YouTube, big on the art YouTube community, where it's like, drawing black people in black hair is so hard. No, it isn't. It may be difficult when you are first starting out, but sorry, I'm really passionate about this, but it being difficult and you just not even wanting to try is a whole nother conversation. You can say it's hard, but you can say it's hard while also being like, but I will put forth the effort into trying my hardest. I will use references. I will ask Black people, Black artists for direction. I will ask them for help. There have been people who I've seen on Procreate, because you know how you can make your own not palette. No. You can make your own brushes. Yeah, you can make your own brushes. I've seen people make brushes for hair and curls. The braid brushes. It takes absolutely nothing. And people get so like uppity. Ariel, Tiana, blah, 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 blah. They get so up in arms where it's like, okay, well, don't Black people have enough representation? It's not about having enough. It's about having it be done in such a way where it actually feels authentic and it doesn't feel like pandering. Because there's a difference between pandering to Black audiences just because Disney and actually like wanting to create something for Black people. Yeah. Go ahead. Do you have something you want to say?
Oh, what I was gonna see was like, whoa. It was about like hairstyles, and I was gonna say how people could hate on the movie. I already heard stuff, but Encanto, it has every single hairstyle.
That is like actually. Wow, I did not think about Encanto. That's a really good example.
I watched a video about that. They're talking about how what's the main character's name?
Mirabelle's
hair, because she has those nice curls.
Her sweet it was
curls. Like every Disney Pixar movie, they would make new technology to improve. They would invent something in 3D animation, and for that they kept going with the hair, having her curls be nice and fluffy and move
because
with
hair,
the wind and
animating
waves.
Hair, especially curly, dense
really
hair,
hard.
is very difficult, very hard, and it does take a lot. But in Encanto, they had literally every texture and every skin. I don't know why I didn't think about that. I don't think people hate on the movie because it's
Overplayed.
I
was hating.
Hating because I'm sick of hearing the songs, and I hate children because they sing a lot.
I liked it like first, the second time.
The babies. I don't hate the babies.
Oh.
I don't hate the babies. I don't hate the babies. I just hate the babies when they find a song that they love to sing over and over. We don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah.
But I don't hate the movie because of the overplayedness. I hate the movie because of the ending.
Oh, yeah. People don't like how it's just,
Watch the movie, Matthew.
I did watch it.
Yeah?
They made me watch it 6 times in a week. I don't remember. The house falls apart. Did they build it again? Was that the ending?
Yeah. Yes. No, the ending that made people upset was because the whole reason why her whole conflict was she didn't have a gift. Everybody else did. Mirabelle didn't. And the grandma, Abuela, she was kind of like, okay, you're here, I guess. And she was kind of treating her like an outcast. Right. And in the end, when because she inflicted trauma on every single person in that family, every single person except for obviously like the husbands and stuff. But every child of hers and every descendant child of hers has experienced some kind of mistreatment or trauma because of her, because of things that she experienced. Because that house is built off of, what she experienced. Generations. And so in the end, even after like they learn her story, they're like, we forgive you. And that's how it ends. Yeah. Sorry for the spoilers, I guess, but the movie's been out since 2021.
So y'all need to get on it.
You had 4 years.
I had time.
Well, what did you want? Did you want her to like get a gift at the end?
That's what I thought. That's how they kind of set it up, I feel like.
That's too easy though.
But no, I didn't want that to happen.
It was a lot of her inflicting on them was a lot of, you need to live up to these expectations. Yes. That's what happened to all the kids. So I think it would have, like you said, been too easy for her to just get a gift at the end. But like,
it would have been good for it. Like, it would be good if the grandma gave an apology because she didn't apologize.
An apology, that would do it.
That's what I want. Yeah. That's what I was trying to say. Like, I don't think they should have just given Mirabelle a gift and then been like, see, she hasn't. No, you're right. That would have been too easy.
Because the whole point is like yourself for who you are.
Yeah, don't listen to your family.
If she's going to fuss and then at the end she gets her way, like, what's the point? There's no lesson.
What's the point? There is no lesson. Like, at the end of the day, you always get what you want.
Her grandmama was mean.
She was mean. She was evil. She hated her.
Yeah.
Unspokenly, she hated her, and that's why Bruno was an outcast, because he was like a bad omen of the family.
But I think, now thinking about it, I think the ending makes sense a little bit. Let me speak out. Because a lot of times they give old people excuses for like the way they act because that's how they were raised. They don't know any better.
Right.
I mean, this could tie back to race a little bit too, but like they give them excuses and passes. So maybe the reason they didn't have her apologize was because like she's been like this for so long. It's not going to change overnight. Like this was already a big enough change for her to go through with the. Okay, yeah, I am going to accept all of you for how you are.
Yeah.
And then it's like, so
okay.
Yeah.
You know what?
No, I get that. That's actually very good.
Maybe it was just a thought out movie.
Yeah,
that's true.
I think the whole point of the movie was one, representation, very good representation, but two, for us to really think about not even just like the relationships with our own family, because I think it was also a very good telling story about generational trauma, especially with Hispanic and Latin households and stuff. I think we need more movies like Encanto and more movies like Ariel.
Do we have time to talk about Wicked? Guys.
We're going to talk about our final movie.
Okay.
Wicked did that. Listen.
I have not seen Wicked. I haven't seen the movie Wicked. I've seen the musical with Miss Kristen Chenoweth and Adina Menzel.
All those people.
You know, Elsa. Yes, that's Elsa, by the way. That is Elsa. But I've seen that. I have not seen the movie Wicked, but I'm very... I know it's good.
She's hip,
good.
Guys.
She's hip. I'm hip.
And you know,
Miss
we should know her name.
What is her name? Cynthia Erivo. That woman is evil. First of all, she's evil and she's British. Fun fact.
I did.
Did you know that?
British. No, now that you say it, that makes sense. But
she's
I feel
evil and British, and she hates
because
black people.
We see Cynthia and we go
black. Yay! Elphaba's black,
but also
and it makes a lot of sense for her to be black, story wise. Somewhat, just a little bit, not entirely, because girl, it's the Wizard of Oz. But if we're gonna get a little technical and we're gonna get a little, deep into the lore, the whole, Elphaba's whole story. She's a witch and she's green, and we hate her, and she's green, so that means she's evil and she's black.
Well, I find it a little odd that they were so opposed to having this, like, she was green, and they're like, ugh, as if they're not surrounded by talking animals and other races of people.
We could literally say that about so many things, and that they still wouldn't get it.
And mind you, like, one of the, like, sub-topics of the movie, they were getting rid of the animal people anyways.
Yes!
Anything that wasn't deemed as normal.
Normal, yes.
But what is normal in your world?
What is normal? It's Oz. It is Oz.
Which is odd.
But... Okay.
So
put her on the writing list, guys.
Put her on the writing list right now. Get her behind the next Maya Angelou. Still I rise.
I always liked that they had a character, Nesta Rose. She was in a wheelchair for the whole movie. And at first I watched it, I'm like, oh, are they just getting someone to get someone? Are they just getting someone to put in a wheelchair to say, look what we have? But it was actually written as part of the plot. It was an important key part of the movie. That is great. Do that.
Yeah, do that. I think that's what, because, okay, so since people are so used to pandering, people always think the way you thought, like in the beginning, like, okay, they're just trying to get somebody in a wheelchair, somebody disabled, they're just trying to do it for the money grab, so more people, they can get those brownie points for
even if
diversity.
It doesn't make sense.
Even if it doesn't make sense.
Have
but
persons from every race in your middle of nowhere town in Mississippi.
The Panderverse by, what's it called? That stupid South Park sub show that they have called the Panderverse. I won't even talk about that. But I think people think about that with everything that kind of includes people of color. And in our instance, we're talking about black people. And they don't try to think critically about the story that they are kind of intaking. And I think that's a big problem with a lot of, not even just movies and like the live actions that are coming out, but with cartoons, with animated movies and shows and stuff. They're indoctrinating your kids with the woke virus, whatever. I think people think like that because it has been done so often, where you can tell that this person is not in here because they matter. They are here to be the token character. They are here to get the audience. And it's kind of annoying that white people, they blame us for black people suddenly being included in everything, as they say, and not the production people who are just trying to
appease
us, market off of us, off of our lack of
right,
just do it.
Problem.
There's like all the things that we named. What's it called? Craig of the Creek, Steven Universe. Mm-hmm. We didn't bring up Proud Family, but Proud Family. Yeah. We have talked about Proud Family before. One of the first cartoons that kind of represented an entire black family. Have y'all seen the PJs?
Yes, I used to
that
watch
is another
that.
one.
You're gonna say the Boondocks.
The Boondocks too. The Boondocks. How did we forget the Boondocks? Oh. The first black anime. Y'all can say it's not an anime because it wasn't made in Japan. I don't care. The style is anime.
Yeah, they did it.
That's an anime.
It's on purpose.
It's the whole American anime. That's American anime, and we love the Boondocks. The Boondocks, even though it's very satirical,
of course,
in a lot of ways, it's satirical in like a funny way. Huey is like the black power to the people, Malcolm X black person, and then we got Riley.
I think my favorite episode was one of the episodes. Huey. He was trying to figure out, like, he was doing a scientific research on BET. And what he found out was BET was making bad trash content for black people.
For black people. Oh,
because they were trying to take down black people.
They were, It
was called, they said BET stand for Black Evil Television. And it's just like a boardroom full of white people going, what can we feed the next generation so they can stay dumb?
Oh, my goodness. BET is evil. I will say that BET nowadays, it used to be so good. Def Comedy Jam, like all the late night shows, all the stuff that they had where it was actual black. I blame Tyler Perry.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
High five right now. I blame Tyler Perry
because don't he own it now?
Yeah, Tyler Perry owns it, and it's also owned by white people. And Tyler Perry is Tyler Perry is an evil man.
They go together real bad.
They go together real bad, like peanut butter and jelly. Mm-hmm. Tyler Perry is an evil man who I believe is a narcissist. Shout out to this YouTuber that I watch. Her name is Kenny JD. She's Tyler Perry's biggest hater. Watch her because she does a lot of movie reviews, but whatever. Anyways, Tyler Perry makes movies for black people, right? No, he makes movies about black people for the white masses. That's correct. None of it, all of his older movies, amazing, good, so good. But then he kept making the same movie for 20 years. And all of the plays were good. My mommy was around to watch the plays, girl. And all of his movies seem like they should be plays. They should be stage rights. They should not be created into movies. They shouldn't be created into shows. They should be plays. Which, honestly, I think that's why his shows are better than his movies.
Because they're
made to be like that, in front of an audience, in front of the masses, but not to be. It's a directing. Yeah.
It's the same reason people get mad when they turn books into movies.
Yeah.
Because a movie is different than a book.
Right.
Like, 15 pages of a book can be shown in one scene very easily.
Because you can't just take every single page and every sense of dialogue out of a book and throw it into a movie. Like Twilight, you can't put all 500, 600 convoluted pages into one horrible movie, but they did it somehow and it's still bad. But you can't do that. And it's the same thing with Tyler Perry. He's trying to make a lot of it, because a lot of his plays were turned into movies.
Right.
And some of them didn't translate that well.
What I would say about Tyler, I feel like the money done got to that.
The money done got to that head. He tries to brand himself as like I'm trying to open up more opportunities for the Negro masses, for the black actors and actresses to get them on the screen. It started that way,
but it has veered viciously around that corner.
He's had a lot of movies lately. He's come out with a lot of movies lately. Don't watch them. They're all bad. With black actors who were in Tubi movies.
Right.
Tubi
movies. I'm sick of Tubi because where the worst movies go to die and flourish. It is a cesspool of the worst black movies ever created.
They just laugh at them
with a budget of $500 and a dream.
You know what? You know what's bad representation? TLC.
Oh,
So these shows on TLC,
are y'all old enough to know about TLC?
Yeah. TLC, ain't that like My Strange Addiction, like that?
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. They make all the bad reality TV shows
where they make shows that like profit off of pain.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody has seen like My 600 Pound Life, and it's just like maybe it's educational, but you're just making fun of fat people.
Because the TLC stands for the Learning Channel. What am I learning?
It used to be like National Geographic.
Yeah,
then it became girls addicted to eating pillow foam, and she'll sit there.
Girl addicted to drinking Febreze,
addicted to eating rocks.
Addicted to eating rocks.
I mean,
I love that.
It was extreme.
the freaking addicted to twerking.
That one was fake.
That was okay.
That one was a parody of My Strange Addiction. The people who are like attracted to planes and stuff.
The car,
the
balloon.
Think about it. They've named all like vehicles after girls.
Oh, there was
that's on purpose.
That's nasty.
A good. So back to, I like referencing Kenny JD because she's a very educational YouTuber. She's a black YouTuber and she's great. She reviewed these two shows. I think actually this other show was on MTV, but that's also a very bad thing with black representation because MTV is also evil, just as evil as TLC. But there was this show on TLC called My Husband's Not Gay. And you want to know, I want you to take a wild guess about what you think that show is about. And if you know, don't say it.
I think I've just seen a clip of it.
Take a wild guess.
Is it like she married a gay man, but like
Take your time.
Is it basically trying to get them, like forcing them to come out?
Yes. In a sense. So My Husband's Not Gay is about these very Christian, very religious women and men who are trying to brandish being gay as some kind of disease. And the whole show, first of all, I don't even blame the people because I think most of them are just they're very lost, and that's okay. I hope they have figured it out, whatever. I won't even give my opinion on that. But I blame TLC for even creating a show like that because that is horrible. Because these men, these very gay men, I think one of the couples, I think they're probably the most normal couple. I don't even remember the names and it kind of sucks, but I'm just going to reference her video because she explained it better than I could. But they refused to say the words bisexuality, but the only one couple did. And they label gay as SSA, same-sex attraction, they say my husband suffers with SSA. Suffers.
My husband, you messed up. It's okay.
Yes, and they try to put these men in situations to try to make them more masculine. Yes,
right.
Fix them. Make it more masculine. Make them more manly. And what they're doing is making these men more attracted to each other, making them play basketball in the summer heat in tank tops, sweaty.
It's like
sweaty buff men.
Satire? Like it's not. But like I feel like there's people in the boardrooms. Like, what if we just made a show where gay people just make fun of each other for like 2 hours? I got an idea.
It's very sad and it's honestly very depressing because these men, these couples, they have children. They have kids. They are married. They have been married for years. This show came out in 2015, by the way. This show, yes.
It's a little
You would think TLC, that's a little late, because mind you,
90s activities.
In 2015, that's 2000, that's like 2005.
It's like, there was a point in time where gay people were
It was very taboo,
so they could
and
be
it was
on
very,
TV, but they weren't.
They were like seen as like a caricature. They were very stereotyped.
Yeah, because like that's all we really cared to know. You know?
Like the sassy gay man. Back to MTV, there was a show called Next, or not Next. I think it was Next.
I've heard of Next.
And it's just evil TV shows. MTV, TLC, BET, ABCD, EFG,
all the letters.
Tubi and Timo and
Timo and Tubi and Movie and BB and Baba. You know, it's these. I think ultimately it boils down to representation does matter.
Yes.
People just don't know how to do it correctly.
Make more good content.
Make more good
by
content.
People who care about the content they make.
Do it properly so people aren't hated. Any words you guys want to say? Any last words?
I was going to talk about them 3-letter channels. How it just sounds like their whole premise, or it could have started out with good intent, but their whole premise is profiting off their pain.
Yeah, off of people's pain, off of black people's pain, and it's evil. So, indulge in black media. Listen to black voices. Happy
people
Black
who are
History.
for the people,
yes.
by the people,
by the people, for the people. Don't watch Tyler Perry movies. Watch Craig of the Creek. Watch Steven Universe. Watch Clarence.
Watch Clarence.
Watch Amazing World of Gumball.
Oh,
Darwin is black. Watch all these shows and really think about what you're watching instead of just thinking about, black people.
Right.
They're everywhere. Think about it. Just,
be mindful.
Be mindful.
When you're watching.
Be more open. This is Destyni Love.
This is Daniah Jackson.
This is Braylon Coward.
And this is Matthew Gilliard.
Thank you for watching our final episode of the Scratch Podcast Wildcat Post.
We'll see you next year.
Signing off.
Yes.